What's up, guys? And today we are talking about the most important video game character, the Kool-Aid Man. And I know what you're thinking, the Kool-Aid Man isn't a video game character. Well, joke's on you. The Atari 2600 had the Kool-Aid video game, the Kool-Aid Man, where he has to beat those thirsties or whatever they were called. So, yeah, joke's on you again. But I know what you're wondering. The Kool-Aid Man, how is he even alive? And I know he's a definitely real character. It's proven because humans interacted with him in the Mr. Peanut commercial when he was getting resurrected. So we know Kool-Aid Man does exist in real life. First of all, what is the Kool-Aid Man made of? He's made out of glass, we assume, right? Because he's a pitcher. His species is pitcher, according to the Kool-Aid Wikipedia page. So he's definitely 100% canonically a pitcher in real life. Not canonically. But how does he break through brick walls? There's a simple answer to that. It's either A, he's made out of a very thick, dense glass that the glass won't shatter because the glass is so dense and thick that like the pressure of him slamming against the wall would break before his glass would. Or B, he's not made out of glass, and he's made out of a very strong substance that's clear, and we assume it's glass because his species is a pitcher. Well, it turns out that he is, in fact, made out of 100% glass. The Kool-Aid Man Wikipedia page says so. Also, I know you're wondering, how do we know Kool-Aid Man is 6 feet tall exactly? Well, we have a rough estimate. It's kind of confusing. In the Mr. Peanut commercial, we see Kool-Aid Man in scale with Mr. Clean, who, let's just say, I always assumed Mr. Clean was taller than the average person, but if the canonical height of Kool-Aid Man is 6 feet, whatever his name is, Mr. Clean must be around 5 foot 8 inches, because Kool-Aid Man is only slightly taller than him. And I know what you're thinking, that's short. But it does also check out, I guess, if the people near Kool-Aid Man and Mr. Clean are also very short, like around, I guess, 5.5, 5.4 feet, that's the only way he can be 6 feet. But I'm pretty sure, let's just establish that he's 6 feet tall. I know what you're wondering. You're like 10 pounds. Doesn't matter how sturdy the glass is, you can't break through the wall. How does Kool-Aid Man break through the walls? And there's a very simple answer. According to Vsauce, that the Kool-Aid Man weighed approximately 11,000 pounds. He's 6 feet tall, his glass is 3.6 inches thick, and he has over 607 gallons of Kool-Aid in him. And he's over 11,000 pounds. So that explains it. I know what you're wondering now. Who could Kool-Aid Man, what video game characters could he beat up? Because Kool-Aid Man, you can't just beat up something that's 11,000 pounds. Who is he stronger than? But that's a question for another video. Another interesting fact about the Kool-Aid Man is that he has the ability, at least all we know is he can rebirth plants. We do not know if he can rebirth humans or animals, but we know it's plants only, as seen in the Mr. Peanut commercial. But I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you just say resurrect? Isn't it the same thing? Well, it's not, because Mr. Peanut, he was brought back as a baby, as you see in the commercial. Kool-Aid Man made him into a baby. He did not resurrect him in the current form he was in. So, if Kool-Aid Man's tears was able to resurrect Mr. Peanut, could it resurrect people? We do not know. I know what you're wondering. How does Kool-Aid Man survive? We established what his height, weight, his blood is Kool-Aid, if you didn't know that. It says it in the not Kool-Aid Wikipedia, but it says it right here. Just look. But also, how does he live? He's clearly alive. Like, he can talk, he can breathe. But how does he? First of all, Kool-Aid Man, if he had lungs inside of his body, because there's no way he has external lungs, we don't see that. But if he had lungs inside of his body, he wouldn't be able to breathe, because they're covered in Kool-Aid. But if Kool-Aid Man had gills, if he had invisible gills that we couldn't see or obscured by the Kool-Aid, then that's how he can breathe. He takes the oxygen from the Kool-Aid and he inhales it. And also, other organs like kidneys or whatever else he'd have, like a heart or a brain, That has to be clear. If his glass skin could be clear, why can't his organs be? And my final point is, who could Kool-Aid Man parents be? Kool-Aid Man parents, they have to be two jugs, as we established before. A species is a jug, or a jug in a person, which would make sense because it explains his human-like qualities, like his limbs, and like how he can talk, and why he has blood. So it'd make more sense if one of the parents was a human, but the other one was just a normal jug. But that being said, if you like the video and you need more analysis, not just want, you need it, like more Kool-Aid Man facts, you need to leave a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and all of that, and I'll see y'all next time.